New improv show is running at the Playhouse in the Park. It's from the world-famous Second City Club in Chicago. The show is here for a limited run. It's through January 27th. They're already up and running now, and you can bet there will be some sellouts before all is said and done. Joining me now, cast members Sarah Dell'amico and Asia Martin. Ladies, thanks for being here.
Hello. Thank you.
Well, I was just asking you in the commercial break, it's interesting to me when you start with a structure of a thing. There's a theme for this particular show, but then within it, all manner of craziness happens, yeah?
Yeah, for the most part. We have a set sketch show, but there's a lot of improv in it. So you can see the same setup, but the jokes will be different every night.
Okay.
Yeah, even within the written stuff, sometimes we will play around with each other and try to make each other laugh on stage. Maybe something, if someone drops a cup in the room, we'll include that. Just things like that. It's pretty fun.
Yeah. Well, I was going to ask, I assume it's the kind of show where the audience is very much involved with the process.
Yes, a lot. There's a lot of audience interaction.
Yeah, improv and comedy is very interactive in a way that music and other art is not. So it's just like, we kind of need the audience to participate for it to all work out. You know?
How long does it take? Because most people that come to see one of your shows, they know, right? But does everybody take a little loosening up? You know what I mean? When they first get there, like, okay, guys, we're going to play, and we need you guys to play along. You know what I mean?
For sure. Yeah. The structure of our show, we have an improv piece pretty much within the first 7 minutes of the show.
Okay.
So everybody can kind of get used to, like, we're gonna warm you up for yelling things out and us taking them, and here's what improv is, and here's what sketch is, and get ready because we're gonna ask you to yell out things throughout the show.
Cool. So they're on board pretty quick because they have to be.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you go around from town to town, do you pick up little things about the area where you are? Do those make their way into the show? That kind of thing?
Yeah, we've been making a lot of jokes about Kentucky, which people in Ohio love. They don't like Kentucky, so they're like, yeah, keep making fun.
Because it's literally right there. Like you can throw a rock and you're in
Yeah.
Kentucky from here right now. So a lot of those kinds of things. That's cool. And you said since you've been in town, you've been watching the local news here in the morning.
I did. I've been watching you guys.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah,
That's fantastic. We love that.
You're right before Let's Make a Deal and Price is Right.
We are.
I love Price is Right.
So she's really just kind of hanging on until she gets to those guys. Hey, let's talk a little bit with how you guys got involved with Second City. Why you wanted to do this sort of crazy thing that you're doing. What did that path look like for both of you?
I grew up in South Florida.
Yeah.
And I got into improv when I was 18, just as a way to like get out of Florida. And I've loved Saturday Night Live my whole life, and Gilda Radner is a huge influence on me.
Yeah,
and
sure.
Kind of looked into how people at Saturday Night Live got there and found Second City, and then a few years later, I just packed up all my stuff and moved to Chicago.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Asia, what about you?
I've been doing theater since I was 5, but most of the time when you do a theater as a Black person, it's like really like gut-wrenching, like sorrowful, like kind of plays. And so I was doing that through college, and then I was working at a farmer's market selling grilled cheese, and they said they're hiring at Second City, so I became a host, and they had free classes. So I took some classes, and I was like, oh wow, like I could have fun with theater and performing and not always have to cry and like bare my soul and guts on the stage, you know. And so I just ended up like, picking the most fun career I could have picked, you know.
I'd say you both landed on it pretty well. Well, again, it's not you, it's me. That's the show, and it's running at Playhouse in the Park now through January 27th. Ladies, thanks for taking some time this morning.
Thank you.
I know it's
Thanks
always
for having us.
crazy in the evenings and mornings can be a little tough. We appreciate you being here.